The man who walked out of time. It was a normal summer night in New York City, 1950. The streets were alive with the hum of traffic, the glow of neon signs reflecting off the pavement. Pedestrians bustled about, lost in their own worlds. But then, something strange happened. A man dressed in 19th century clothing appeared out of nowhere in the middle of Fifth Avenue. He looked disoriented, his eyes wide with confusion. His clothes were immaculate but completely out of place. A high-collared coat, buttoned waistcoat, and boots polished to perfection. He turned in circles, looking at the city around him as if he had never seen anything like it before. Before he could react, the blaring horn of a taxi broke through the night. The driver had no time to stop. The impact was immediate. Bystanders gasped as the man's body hit the pavement. Within moments, he was gone. When police arrived, they found no identification, at least nothing that made sense. In his pockets, they discovered a business card from a company that had shut down decades earlier, a letter postmarked 1876, a bill for the care of a horse and carriage, a handful of old coins, none of which were in circulation anymore. And yet, none of these items showed any signs of aging. Puzzled, the police searched for records of the man. Who was he? Where did he come from? But no one seemed to know, until, after days of searching, a detective found an old missing person report from 1876. A man named Rudolph Fentz, 29 years old, had vanished one night while walking home. Witnesses said he had been strolling down the street and then he was simply gone. His family had searched for years, but no trace of him was ever found. Until now, had Rudolph Fentz somehow fallen through time? Had he unknowingly stepped into a rift that transported him 74 years into the future, only to meet his fate on a street he no longer recognized? The police never solved the case. His body was buried, his possessions locked away. But the question remains, was he a victim of time travel? Or was this just another story, lost in the echoes of history? Some say it's an urban legend, others believe the impossible. What do you think happened to Rudolph Fentz?